that computer? Look, we have a little laptop phone thing attached to us. It's fun and funny. Oh look, it's like a little workshop area and or loading area. Oh, is this supposed to be the area where they like load it in so that it'll drop? That's fun and funny and cute. Well, there we go. Well, we figured that much more out. I salute you, friends, and I bid you a fond farewell. That's a fun screenshot. Okay. Was there an update thing happening in the background? That was still going? Holy moly. I set this Call of Duty, unless it's a new one. There's been multiple Call of Duty updates, and I've been neglecting Call of Duty. So after I take a nap, that's probably the next game that I'll try to spend some time on. I'm not sure when that'll be, but in theory, this is like my 10 p.m., 11 p.m. at night. Well, somewhere around there, because I woke up at a crazy hour. There we go. That finally stopped. That's funny. We were playing with that in the background. There's so many games. There's too many games. Not enough time to play them all in, friends. I recently just saw this game. This game up here drop. I Am Your Beast. It looks like a ray trace animate and cartoon style action first person shooter. I don't know if it's a looter, exfil shooter, or more of a Call of Duty style, but we're going to be checking that out. That just hit Game Pass. There's the Daemon Ex Machina Titanic Scion demo. It's too many hard to pronounce words all at once, in my opinion, but and then a bunch of other games that we've talked about and teased before or played a little bit that we haven't touched in a while, But one of the other things I want to do soon over the course of the next couple of days, A, is get back into Call of Duty and into War Robots, but B, also specifically I've been talking about this since I installed Helldivers, because I'm not usually into PvE, co-op, looter shooters. I want to play against other people in my video gaming action most of the time. I'm usually a team versus team multiplayer preferred. But Helldivers got me hooked, in part because I like the community, but also because for a looter shooter, it's interesting and engaging and suspenseful, and it's got great music and blah, blah, blah. I also think maybe I've slowly have warmed up to the looter shooter genre. I have looter shooters ranging from the first Descendant, which is a very much more recent game. It's been out for a hot minute now, but it's in this Helldivers adjacent area. Going all the way back to Vigor and several things in between that I either have installed now or have previously looked at, installed, and then not played for very much. I'm going to organize an episode soon where we dive into each of them. First, for just splash and go, like, hey, check out, this is First Descendant, here's Do a Thing. This is Daemon Machina, this is the other one. And then go back to each one of them and do a deep dive. Like, right before I got into Helldivers, Aliens Fireteam Elite came onto Game Pass. So I installed that to check it out because I like Aliens. Not necessarily because I like extraction shooters. But I found that one fun. There's another one that just dropped. Metal something. What's that other one? I installed that as a sort of like, well, maybe I won't get Helldivers and I'll play this instead. I really didn't like the footsteps. Where is this? You're gonna laugh when I tell you which one I'm talking about, because it's like all the rage right now. It's up there with Helldivers. Is like everyone's playing this. There's Aliens, but we're gonna go back and revisit Division 2 because we made friends with that former private military contractor fella who's now retired and plays games a lot, and he was telling me that him and his clan are gonna get into him and his guild. I prefer the word guild. Are gonna get into replaying this because apparently Delta Force. Delta Force was this other one that just dropped that's in the right, next to Helldivers. And then although it's not a looter shooter, because it is set in space and you sort of travel from planet to planet, and there's been at the same general time a huge update just dropped for No Man's Sky, and I haven't even looked at it yet. And that's just looking at the stuff that's Series X. I think we have a bunch of other things. We can't play these, but we can juggle them around. We can because I have to juggle them. Like, they're currently off. Vigor will run, or at least it used to launch from over here. Some Series X labeled games work in the retro disc, probably because the retro bundle is built in. And or there is no real difference, and they just slap the label on because you can do like a 10%. The Shadow of Mordor. Which ones came first? 2015. When's this date? This one doesn't have a date. Oh, we're on the wrong screen for it. Oh no, it still doesn't. I just want to know if this came out before or after The Shadow of Mordor. Because my friend was asking about it. Anyways, thanks for watching, friends. Do I have DJ Zed? DJ Zed, wake up. Play some music for the lovely peoples. I will probably be calling it a day and getting some sleep soon. For whatever reason, I can't sleep. Or my sleep only lasts so long. I forgot what I was saying, but peace, love, and pure Venus blossom in your heart. And if you're new, please smash the follow button and check out my content creation projects. Way too many content creation projects. The theory was audience interaction would drive my engagement with my own projects. So like when I would get the idea was, make all the links easy to find and then encourage people to go as I attract people here to the show. And then as people look at my art more, then I'll go to the art section and answer questions there because, people were to be looking more at the sample chapters from my book series and dropping comments and questions there. I would engage on that platform more and play that, game more. Like, I don't know if I'm making sense. My brain is turning into Swiss cheese right before your very eyes, friends. It's really seriously like telling me to stop whatever I'm doing and go crawl into bed. So, peace out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching after the fact. If you watch in the future because you heard or saw a reel or whatever and then came to come check out the video on demand, your viewership is appreciated. Whether you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube, etc., etc. Yeah. Okay. Peace out. This live stream is ending. Where's the button? Button. Why can't I find you? Because I'm blind as a bat. No, I'm wearing my glasses. The madness. Ciao for now, friends.